We are in the heart of Beaverdale, a wonderful neighborhood in the northwest area of Des Moines. It is known for its distinctive brick houses. A few years ago, Forbes magazine named it one of the prettiest neighborhoods in the country. It's just a great area. We have it all here. We have a huge fall festival every fall that brings thousands of people here. We have a farmer's market during the summers. And we have a lot of shopping and restaurant opportunities here for people. One of the things that happens, especially if a person is first coming into the store, they'll come in and say, "This is just like that store in that movie. What's it called?" And you've got mail. Yeah, and they're just so appreciative that, you know, it's small enough, you know, that we can know our customers and serve them well. Obviously, we can't carry everything in our inventory that we would like to, but people, once they realize that we can order a book and usually have it here for them within a couple of days, are really happy with the service that we can give them. Beaverdale Books is, we just meant it to be a neighborhood bookstore. We sell new books. We have a little bit of everything, from children's section to bestsellers to a fiction section, lots of nonfiction sections too. One of the things we're most proud of is our local author section. We have a great Iowa writer section here. A lot of the authors approach us, and I remember the first day that we opened the store, we had so many authors come in asking us if we would carry their book. The section started with about a couple of bookshelves filled with their books, and now it takes up the entire wall, one wall of the store. We represent about 400 authors here, and I think it all goes back to just the great literary tradition that Iowa has. I would say about 60% of our Iowa section is self-published authors, and they write everything from fiction to history to memoir to poetry, and then we also have Iowa authors that are published with major houses. For our local author section, if an author comes in with a book that they would like to have on our shelves, we will pretty much accept that. My philosophy is anybody that's willing to put themselves out there and write a book and go through all that work process and everything deserves some shelf space. We do monitor it to see how the book is selling, and part of our agreement with the author says that if it doesn't sell anything in a certain amount of time, then they can take their book back. One of the things that we're able to do here is just be such a part of the community. I've lived here in Beaverdale for almost 25 years, and we're able to support organizations for literacy and reading. We have worked with a program called Everybody Wins that does readings in schools. They have adults come into schools and read to kids. We've had therapy dogs in the store that kids can come in and read to the therapy dogs. We can support a lot of different causes and give donations to organizations, and we're proud of that legacy. We do lots of events. Last year we did about 70 in-store events and about 50 off-site events. We host book clubs, we host writers groups. We are a pickup place for a community-supported agriculture that people come here twice a week and pick up their produce. We have campaign events here, political events. Politicians would choose a bookstore, I think, because they know that people like to gather here. We are very fortunate in Iowa that we are one of the first in the nation states as far as caucuses. You know, our caucus is the first in the nation every 4 years. So I think as a result, people are very politically astute here and well-read. The bookstore is about 1,000 square feet. We hold our events back in the fiction section. We have seating for about 12 people, so it's not huge. And there have been events here before where we've had up to 70 people in the store. One of the things that we joke about is if we have 13 people here, we can say our events are standing room only. Bookstores really say a lot about the community that you're in. I think a community without a bookstore is kind of sad, and I know especially when Borders closed, a lot of communities lost their bookstores because that was the place where they would get their books. I know in a lot of rural areas here, there aren't bookstores and people really don't have that option. So I think it's important, just as important as libraries are, that bookstores are here for people. Some of the challenges of running an independent bookstore, of course, are the online presence of other places and some of the chains. I think I was fortunate when I opened the store in 2006 that I was already aware of the chains and the online presence as far as books were concerned. I know a lot of stores in the 90s kind of got caught by that, and as a result we lost a lot of our independent bookstores. But I kind of went into it with my eyes open concerning that, and we've weathered the economic crisis in 2008, we've weathered the big e-book surge around 2010. We have realized people coming in here and saying that they might have an e-reader, but they just prefer books. I think people are starting to realize that. I was at a meeting a couple of months ago, and we were told that of the e-readers that have been sold, about 20% of those e-readers have never even been activated. And so I think people still want their books, and as long as they do, we'll be here for them.